It's T20 World Cup time, and it's the team that 90% of the cricket audience wants them to win. Yes, we're talking about Team India today in the analysis on the outside view powered by Elista.
स्मार्ट हो रहा है इंडिया जैसे इंडिया में बना एलिस्टा स्मार्ट एलईडी टीवी विद वर्ल्ड क्लास क्लैरिटी एंड अमेजिंग फीचर्स.
What have India done? They were the finalists in the last edition of the T20 World Cup, only to be beaten by Australia. They were the silver medalists at the Commonwealth Games, only to be beaten up by Australia. They're here only to beat Australia just to win that T20 World Cup and 8 other teams. Yes, that's how the recent form and performances of India have been. They need to breach that one final barrier in order to win the T20 World Cup for the very first time, and they will be motivated by their under-19 team success recently in the same country, South Africa, wherein they won their first Women's Cricket World Cup. How does the squad shape in? Shikha Pandey, the swing queen, is back in that India squad after a long time. It's been, I think, 15-16 months, and finally Shikha is back into that World Cup team. And so is Jemima Rodrigues, who was ousted from the 50-over World Cup last year, is into that World Cup team. Harleen Deol is there, Yastika Bhatia is there, alongside all the regular appearances that we see. Sneha Rana, S. Meghna and Meghna Singh form the reserves into that T20 World Cup squad. Let's take a look out at the concerns that we have in Team India. Is there an over-reliance on Smriti Mandhana and Harmanpreet Kaur in that batting department? Yes, it is. Heavily over-reliant on these two, and especially the top four. India needs their middle order and the lower middle order to kick at the right time in order to do well at the T20 World Cup. And there is a second question. Will India miss Sneha Rana? Sneha Rana has been formidable for India. Not sure. I'm not sure even she knows why she gets dropped every time there is a big occasion coming up. Let's take a look at the key players. First one, Captain Harmanpreet Kaur, one of the best in-form batters. Harmanpreet Kaur's fitness is going to be very important for the Indian team to lift that World Cup. She's been very consistent in her messaging on Twitter and otherwise that she's going to come back to India only with that World Cup trophy. Second is, of course, Vice Captain Smriti Mandhana. She's been making the T20I Player of the Year nominees for quite some time. She's a 2-time Rachel Heo Flint Trophy winner in the last 2 out of the last 5 times. Smriti Mandhana is one of the most consistent names when it comes to batting, and she needs to strike the ball well in order to India doing well. And so is Deepti Sharma. She's called the magician because she does it with the ball more times than not. And if we see her recent performances with the bat, India will be quite proud and happy with the way Deepti Sharma is performing. Your X Factor, there is no one better than Pooja Vastrkar here as the X Factor. While bowling can be here and there, but India will need Pooja Vastrkar, the finisher, a lot more than they generally would have had. She's making a comeback from injury. There were fitness concerns, but I think so all those are sorted in this tri-series that they played against South Africa and West Indies. Pooja Vastrkar will likely be that X factor that India needs with the bat as well as with the ball. Let's take a look out at the tournament predictions. Semi-finals definitely, finals hopefully, and winners, I think so most of the world wants India to win. India are placed in Group B alongside England, West Indies, Pakistan and Ireland. Yes, those are the other 4 teams that are going to play in the group stage before playing the semis and hopefully the finals. What's going to be India's predicted 11? It's going to be very tough to determine India's playing 11 because Shefali and Richard did not play the tri-series, even more difficult now. But let's take a look. Hopefully, it's going to be Shafali and Smriti to open. Jemima at number 3. Harmanpreet Kaur at number 5. Richa Ghosh, Devika Vaidya, and Deepti Sharma forming that lower middle order with Pooja Vastrikar coming in. There's Shikha Pandey, there's Renuka Singh Thakur, and there's Rajeshwari Gaikwad. This is going to be my first choice 11, but it's going to differ a lot depending on if we are having a spin bowling conditions. Maybe Radha Yadav comes in for one of the pieces in say Shikha Pandey. But this is going to be more or less the 11 that India will go on in the first game against Pakistan. So what else? Yes, semi-finals, finals, or tournament winners. That's where India are likely to finish. But if you want more of the analysis content or any of the content when it comes to the T20 World Cup or otherwise, do tune into Women's Cricket Zone on the Outside View powered by Elistra.
स्मार्ट हो रहा है इंडिया, जैसे इंडिया में बना एलिस्ट्रा स्मार्ट एलईडी टीवी विद वर्ल्ड क्लास क्लैरिटी एंड अमेजिंग फीचर्स।